Bro, man.
Man, we got you in Brooklyn, man.
Thank you, bro.
Look, summertime shy on the boat, me and the guys plotting our next moves, putting smoke.
This is a lot of the awards we had won.
That's the
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
sneaker,
Reebok, right?
Jay-Z sneaker we did. Those are the Pharrell's, the original ice creams.
Wow.
He did those. It's mostly advertising awards.
So you got the billboards
Some
up there.
billboard, yeah, maybe we got some hardware, man. You know, we've done a good job.
Right.
This is where it really took off for me, Shannon.
Right.
You know, I did the Men in Black soundtrack.
Right.
That was great. That was like a Will Smith comeback album because music changed on a Wu-Tang, Biggie, Nas, that came in, and sort of like happy rap was kind of off to the side. And then, but Will was a movie star, and we made Men in Black, and the song went crazy, changed his music career, got him back. But the thing about this that was nuts is that the album sold 10 million, but the glasses sold more.
Wow.
And we never got paid from the glasses. And the small advertising agency that did the product placement for the glasses, I spent time with them. And literally over the next 3 years, I left the music business and got into advertising. That's how I got into advertising. Because I'm like, if the music could sell all these glasses, imagine what I could do if I left the music business and focused on the product. And that's why I made the Jay-Z sneaker and the Pharrell sneaker and the G-Unit sneakers. I started trying to make products because I thought that we could use the music, and that's kind of where we are today. But I was back on that super early.
So you was doing the collab before the collab was cool.
It wasn't even a collab. It was to me, it was obvious, man. Like, if you can move culture and you can move people, why wouldn't you sell higher margin items?
Right.
Like, you could sell a CD for $16.99. You could sell a sneaker for $110.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You could move, right? Will Smith was selling those glasses. He didn't get paid from the glasses either. When Will Smith said, I make these look good, those glasses was gone. When Will Smith made Men in Black and sold all these records, the music business had changed where it was like, you know, it was, again, Nas, Wu-Tang, and Biggie, and sort of Mobb Deep. It was that kind of, you know, much darker sound.
Yes.
Right? Compared to what he was doing.
Right.
He was bright as bright can get.
Right. You talking about Will or Kobe?
I'm talking about Will. I'm talking about Will right now.
Yeah, yes, okay.
So I'm like, if this guy, and he rapped over a sample and it became super pop and successful, I'm like, if we can do that, just maybe, but hold on, Shaq just did it. Shaq sold millions of records, man.
Correct.
People, like, he really did.
Yes.
It is not a fake thing.
Right.
Shaq had a successful recording music career. And I'm like, if Shaq can do it, Will Smith did it, big, Shaq just did it, this kid, Kobe, people will love this guy. I mean, he went to the prom with Brandy. There was a lot of energy around him. And he actually had a rap group. When I signed him, he was in a group. I mean, you know, Kobe, God bless, he went solo soon after.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Kobe didn't
He was in a group, though. He was in a group, and he put in the work. He came to my house. He lived at my house for 6 weeks. I lived in New Jersey. A very dear friend of mine, Charles Oakley, used to come out to Jersey and hang out with him, worked out with him a few times. And Kobe was we would, in the morning, get up. I got him to go to this local gym. He would shoot 1,000 shots. Then he had these tapes. It was Michael Jordan going left, Michael Jordan going right. So it was just, the tapes were split of Jordan moving left, Jordan moving right, Jordan guarding people going left, Jordan guarding people going right. And he'd watch it for hours. And then we would go to the studio and record. That was his routine every single day. I learned a lot of discipline, from a young man. I thought I was pretty disciplined and doing my thing. And I seen another level of it with him. Very, very special talent. I could talk about him for hours because during that period of time when I got to know him, he wasn't really into having a lot of friends. A lot of people never got a chance to get get a chance to get close to him because he was closed off like that. And for years, man. We would speak all the time. I mean, we became very, very close friends. So obviously it was unfortunate. I took him to Rucker Park. He played in Rucker Park, man. And he wanted to play because all these NBA guys go to Rucker Park. It's like, you know, you got to play in the Rucker.
It's like a rite of passage.
Yeah. And we go out there. And I gave him to my man. I didn't have a team. Irv Gotti grew up in my neighborhood. I let him play for Irv's Murder Inc. team at the time. And he goes out there and all the guys are there. And he starts putting on a show, Shannon. A show. He loved it. It starts to drizzle. I'm like, we got to close this game down. I mean, I'm not letting him play, but he's not going to let the game, he's not going to want to be the one to call it. So that he starts telling the basketball team how to play on wet surfaces.
Wow.
I'm like, we're not doing any of this. Because I already know this man gets hurt.
It's on your watch.
It's on my watch. So we shut it down. But yeah, I forgot what he scored 30 points in, 12 minutes or some crazy number and shit like that.
So could you tell, because you said he's so disciplined, he's watching Jordan go left, watching Jordan go right. Jordan's guarding left, Jordan's guarding right. Mm-hmm. And he's back in the studio recording. Did you know then, with the level of discipline that an 18-year-old kid had, that he was going to be what he became?
Oakley told me. Charles told me. Charles told me immediately the similarities between him and Jordan with work ethic. He knew it immediately. Like he came in talking that. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm like, whatever. He said that. But the other thing he did was he asked me, and I had this guy who worked for me at the time. He's actually now, his name is Anton Marchand. He's actually recruits for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He worked for me in the music business at the time. Kobe was going to guard Allen Iverson that year, and he was very much respectful of Iverson's speed and all that. And he said, he wanted to get young guards from New York that could, do their thing. Crossover and all that. We got him. Went to this indoor gym. He lined 10 of them up. They came in from the 3-point line. He stood at the foul line. And they would come in like an assembly line. And he would guard them, try to strip them, take them to the hole, and then run back to the line before the next guy came. He ran that. He never got on offense. He ran that like an assembly line. Wow. He was just guarding. He was guarding guys, 6 foot, fast as shit. They'd get past him, steal from him, block it, rub their shit against the backboard, come back, guard the next guy. He was doing this over. I couldn't believe that he was doing this. No offense, no nothing. And it was like this level of discipline and in a tough guy. Tough, like just a strong, disciplined, tough, principle-driven man.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.